Professor. Please don't scare her. Please tell us where to find her.
Police in Portugal are investigating claims that a 3-year-old British girl has been abducted.
Feel grave danger.
Hundreds of sightings, thousands of leads, a worldwide manhunt. All have yet to solve the disappearance of Madeleine McCann.
Every day, the search for Madeleine McCann seems to take a new twist.
The parents of Madeleine are no longer suspects. However, they are still without their daughter.
This one's a real mystery.
Now, with the official investigation shelved and still no answers,
It went terribly wrong.
the haunting evidence team takes over, stepping into the mind of the abductor
I see him.
to uncover the dark truth about what really happened to Madeleine.
You put her in the trunk of the car.
And the search for clues
Madeleine?
becomes a terrifying journey into the unknown.
Oh, man.
Just days shy of her 4th birthday, Madeleine McCann was quietly taken from her bed and has not been seen since. For investigators, the trail has run cold, but the haunting evidence team hopes to blow the case wide open.
Team, we've arrived in the streets of Praia de Luz, Portugal, where we will be investigating the May 3rd, 2007 disappearance of 3-year-old Madeleine McCann.
The British girl vanished while with her family on vacation in Portugal.
Please continue to pray for Madeleine. She's lovely.
She'd been sleeping in her hotel room with her 2-year-old twin siblings while her parents had dinner at a restaurant across a courtyard.
A global publicity campaign was bolstered by a multi-million-dollar reward for information.
This is the Ocean Club. Behind us is the apartment where Madeleine disappeared from. I'd like the two of you now to separate and gather your initial impressions. Carla, I'd like you to walk up the street towards the apartment.
Okay.
Okay? And John, why don't we have you go around to the other side of the property?
Despite more than a year of active investigation, only one thing is known for sure. The Ocean Club is the last place Madeleine McCann was ever seen. John and Carla's mission is to find out what happened to her.
My process is going to have to be to try to come up with information that I don't know so that we can hopefully add something to the investigation. My psychic target here is I'd like to see that week leading up to the disappearance, and I'm getting an impression of a very happy child. I think that Madeleine was having a wonderful time here. I see her very happy, playful, outgoing child. That's what I get.
While John opens himself up to Madeleine's energy, Carla focuses in on one of the earliest twists in the official investigation.
Jerry and Kate, the parents.
Now, in a shocking development, Kate has been declared an official suspect. Jerry McCann called the allegations ludicrous.
When I get the family they're concerned with having a good time. They're here on holiday. Put the children down and then go hang with the adults. I think this is one of those places where you could just leave your doors open. Nobody's really gonna steal your things. You could feel pretty safe going down to the beach.
I see the parents laughing and smiling. There's nothing to indicate in the energy at all that they are about to meet with this tragedy. There's no forewarning at all. I feel this is a close family.
Look, I know that there was some concern that maybe they accidentally killed Madeleine and they were trying to cover this up. I am not getting any of that. Any of that.
I know she was taken from that apartment and she's out there. And I want her back. I mean, that is all. I mean, everything else, I'm sorry, is rubbish.
There's no accident.
Oh, I got a flash. Someone's carrying her. Someone comes into her room. Someone very deliberately and quickly comes into the room and carries her away.
You know what? I'm definitely getting intruder. I think he's been watching. He's been watching them for days now.
Coming up.
That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like that we're on to something.
The team's hunt for Madeleine uncovers deeply disturbing visions.
The vibes that I get are not good.
And later,
He's in the bedroom.
a chilling late-night reading leads the psychics to question whether or not Madeleine may still be alive.
Now an update on the mysterious disappearance of little Madeleine McCann. The British girl vanished while with her family on vacation in Portugal.
Someone claims they saw Madeleine McCann in Belgium and in Morocco and even as far away as Argentina.
Interpol is investigating this photograph. Two witnesses, unknown to each other, told police they saw a little girl who looked like Maddie.
Despite reports of sightings from around the world, the haunting evidence team believes that Madeleine never actually left Portugal. To begin their search, John and Carla pursue separate leads. First, John meets with local expert Sheena Rockcliffe.
We're actually standing outside the church here, which was very pivotal in the days following Madeleine's disappearance. It was suggested that because the McCanns had a key to the church, if they had been involved in some catastrophe happening to Madeleine, that they had brought the body here.
My initial feeling right now is that it's not. The parents had nothing to do with it. And the vibrations that I get here are truly just one of fellowship here. I just get a feeling of a terrible intrusion, like some outsider has come, into their home. I got a very quick image of someone picking her up, and someone just walked off with her.
Why don't we now step out and take a drive and see some of the other areas which were particularly pertinent.
Okay.
As John and Sheena head into the hills north of Praia de Luz, Carla meets with local investigative journalist Brendan De Beer at the place where Madeleine was last seen in public.
Well, basically, this is where Madeleine spent her final afternoon, really. And we know that most of the day was spent here on the beach, primarily in the company of her father, according to people that work at the restaurant.
She was laughing. She has a little laugh.
The person that was watching saw that.
Her laugh is what he heard, and it attracted him to turn around. And then he looked at her and he said, oh, this was only one of the places he had been watching her for a very short time now. Here's the thing. He snapped off a cell phone photo. Like he was making a call, but he snapped off a photo of her.
Carla hits upon information that was only just released, evidence that was not public knowledge until after the haunting evidence team left Portugal.
Breaking news now on the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. Sources say it's possible a pedophile ring made an order for a young girl 3 days before Madeleine McCann was taken. Somebody saw Maddie, took a photograph of her, and sent it to the purchaser.
There were many people around. It looked like he was making a call, and he just made his choice then.
Carla and Brendan head to the daycare where Madeleine spent her mornings.
Madeleine was brought here every morning, and she would be dropped off here at least until lunchtime, where they would come and take her back and spend the afternoon with the rest of the family.
You know, she liked having her independence. She liked it.
Well, I heard that quite a lot, actually. She was very grown up for her age.
Yeah.
Do you sense anything over here at all? No?
I see him taking notes. I see him taking notes on a small notepad. Their comings and going, to see what their routine is, to see in general, what do they do? He's making the rounds. He's seeing what they do.
Meanwhile, John and Sheena track down the most compelling reported sighting of Madeleine. Sheena's son, Mark, leads the way.
Right, we're now going to make our way to the first petrol station on the motorway.
There was a reported sighting of a man and potentially a woman with a child who looked very similar to Madeleine.
That's the impression that I get, is that it was some other child. That's my first impression, that it was a mother and a father coming through with a child that resembled her in general. It was not Madeleine.
Just outside of town, Mark takes John to a campsite where an anonymous tip first led police.
To the left here is what's called Especia camping. It's one of the first locations the police came to search with the sniffer dogs.
My body doesn't register anything. I don't feel that this is where she is. I don't feel she was brought here.
So far, following the trail of the official police investigation has led John to a dead end. But as Carla heads further north, the path is becoming clearer.
Just gonna see if I can pick up Madeleine's energy here. No. But you know what? It fits, though. It's not trees so much, it's more dirt. It would have a sandy-like composition to the soil. That type of ground, much more landfillish to me, okay?
This is the sort of place we're looking for.
As Carla continues on the road out of Praia de Luz, her connection to Maddie grows stronger.
Slow down.
Yep, this is the village of Arau, where searches took place last summer. Following a tip-off, looking to try and find the spot that...
Yeah, look at that ground. That's what I was talking about. It looks almost sandy. See?
Yeah,
on the edges? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That right there. Okay. This dirt right up here. Let's check this out. That whole area up there, what is that?
I have no idea, but it looks very man-made. It's definitely artificial.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
This is very hilly, like what I had seen, but I saw these mounds of dirt with no growth on them. It looks close to what I had seen.
Filled with water. It's like a small dam.
Landfill. Weird. Weird that I say it and then we drive to places that look like what I had seen. I mean, I'm not saying that this is it, but this is like what I had seen.
Carla's psychic sensations may reveal crucial new facts about Maddie's disappearance. Patrick rushes to the location for a closer look.
This is EVP session number 1. We are starting at 5:45 p.m. I'm attempting to make contact with Madeleine McCann. Madeleine, can you tell us, are we on the right trail? Are we looking in the right areas? Can you give me a name of who took you from your family?
John's impressions also guide him north, where he picks up on an increasingly dark and dangerous energy.
As I'm on this road, the perpetrator is familiar with this road. That's my first impression, that she's not that far away. I don't know if it's this exact spot, but when I look at this, it feels familiar, like it would be some terrain like this. That's the impression that I'm getting.
Shall we have a little look?
Yeah, let's have a look. The terrain does look like my first impression of where we would find her. I feel like that we're onto something in the sense that the way the terrain looks like something that I have visualized of a hill with a drop-off. The land almost feels sad.
Little does John know, his search has brought him to the same obscure road north of Praia de Luz that Carla traveled earlier.
I hope that as I further investigate that I'll be able to get a better sense whether this is the exact right place or if it's just someplace like this. I'd like to go back to the McCann apartment tonight to see if I can get any additional impressions about what happened to Madeleine McCann.
Coming up, the team gets their first horrifying glimpse at what really happened to Madeleine McCann.
He goes into her room.
As they cross over and experience her abduction through the eyes of her abductor.
Oh, man.
In July of 2008, Portuguese authorities suspended the search for Madeleine McCann. But for the Haunting Evidence team, the investigation remains very much alive.
Now I'd like to try to experience a situation here from the perpetrator's perspective.
John positions himself at the Holiday Apartment's main entrance, just across the courtyard from where the McCanns were when Madeleine was abducted.
I think that he has seen them in this area on the street. He has seen them go into the house, and he has seen the parents leave without the children.
Carla searches the surrounding area, hoping to pick up on any trace left by the suspect.
This street is too busy. He's not here. He never made it over this. It's too open, it's too busy. I don't get this at all. Nothing on this side of the street. I mean, you can see it all here, but I don't think that it's... He wasn't here, he wasn't on the side. He was looking between the buildings. He was in that little dark space. Get this weird sense. This was it, right here. He walked, and I said, "What's going on here?" And then, I don't get this at all. Nothing on this side of the street. I mean, you can see it all here, but I don't think that it's... He wasn't here, he wasn't on the side. He was looking between the buildings. He was in that little dark space. Get this weird sense. This was it, right here. He walked, and I said, "What's going on here?" And then straight across is that tapas bar. Straight across. I think he's just checking to make sure that his way in was clear. Right before the crime, right before he went in to take Madeleine. I think this was a good vantage point for him.
She's alone, without parents. And he goes inside. Yeah, he goes into her room. He does look over his shoulder as he goes into the room. but he's very aware also of where the parents are. And he picks her up gently, and he very deliberately walks out with her. He's careful, but he's very alert. It all happens very quickly. He was not expecting to encounter any resistance. I don't know where he's going yet, because I just see him walking and disappearing. That's the image that I have. Madeleine was asleep, and she stayed sleeping as he carried her away. He walks away with her. It was that easy for him.
He's got a car waiting. No one's with him. I want to walk this way. I just want to see how long it takes to get to his car, because I don't think it's very long. He's carrying Madeleine. I think he's like right here. I think he's parked in here somewhere. He's close. Here. He parked here. Oh my God. He parked here. Oh man, chills, baby. Ooh, my whole hand hurts. My whole hand hurts from the nerve endings. He parked here. The nerve endings on my fingers. This is kind of my litmus test. This is telling me it's ringing true.
Coming up,
You have to go north.
the psychics are hot on the trail of Madeleine McCann.
We are getting very close.
But as their visions intensify,
Oh my God.
a sinister storyline unfolds.
She's become a liability.
Everything goes black there.
Carla follows Madeleine McCann's psychic trail to the spot where she believes the abductor parked during the kidnapping. Now, she will continue on to see where Madeleine was taken.
He parked here. He parked here. I'm gonna see if I can drive where he drove, where he had Madeleine in the car, and I think she was in the front seat. I'm going to let the car take me where he went and just see what he sees. I'm feeling like this is where he went. This is the direction he went. She's not awake yet. He knows this road, like I know this road right now. Mounds of dirt. You know, it's weird. That image kept coming in. I see these mounds of dirt. I just know that they were man-made mounds of dirt. I don't know what that means, okay, but I just know that that plays into this situation. I've never been on this road in my life. He went this way. I have to go this way now.
Letting her impressions guide her, Carla ends up in a location just a few miles east from where Madeleine disappeared.
Maybe this is where he stayed. Maybe this is where he stayed. This is it. This is scary. This is so weird. These streets are so narrow, but I wonder if there's like a hotel or a room or something he was staying in, renting. What are these places? What are these places? Something here. He's here. He's somewhere around here. Something here. Does this mean anything to you, this place? Because I'm just compelled to stop here.
The only thing I know here, it belongs to an old Portuguese family, and they rent out rooms.
It's more like right here. It's more like right here.
The rooms basically on top of this building, they're rent in summer.
They do?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I get it's on this side. It's either this building or this one. This one, maybe. It's on this side, though.
Carla's visions are coming fast and furious. Could this really be the place Maddie was taken immediately after her abduction?
I don't even need to see what else is here. I know it's either this building or this one. It's on this side. When I got here, I got the feeling I had to stop. I didn't want to stop at any other point.
With the investigation moving into high gear, John and Patrick seek out an aerial vantage point.
We're flying over Portugal. While we're going along here, I am plotting the key location. I can go ahead and lock the coordinates in on the GPS. I'm interested in finding out if you are picking up on any psychic impressions of Madeleine's energy.
No, I want to go inland more. I want to follow the car more into the path that it took.
The impression you're getting is that the sea is not involved.
I have not seen the sea. I don't feel anything about the ocean. I haven't seen any impression that leads her out to sea. That's not the impression I've got.
Right now we're flying over the Ocean Club where Madeleine was last seen.
What my predominant feeling is, as we fly over the Ocean Club, is he took her away and he carried her to a car and he drove away with her. Right now connected to the movement of travel, where they're going.
From here on out, where do you want to branch out from?
Where is the main road? This would be the main road, right?
Yes.
We have to go north, going away from the Ocean Club. We drive for a little while. I'm not sure if 3 or 4 turns before we have to turn north. Then I'm looking for an area that has a hilly drop-off, little scrub bushes.
Okay, John, we are following the main highway leading out of town. Are you still wanting to follow the road?
No, I want to make a right-hand turn somewhere. We need to be going this way. I'm especially looking at some of the terrain around here, looking for some terrain that resembles my original impression of where I thought Madeleine was taken. I'd like to find some place that's relevant to Madeleine, some place where she might have been.
Suddenly, John's attention is drawn to an isolated compound of buildings.
I'm very interested in this farmhouse that is here because it's an abandoned area, and I think tonight it might be a good idea to go back to that farmhouse as a place to at least anchor the mind to get some more information about what has happened to Madeleine.
Back on the ground, Patrick quickly follows up on John's lead.
Looks like we're less than a mile away. We are getting very close. There it is.
The psychic team has pinpointed 3 crucial locations. The first, the apartment where Carla believes the abductor hid with Madeleine. The second, an area close to a man-made dam where both John and Carla sensed Maddie's energy. And now, a farmhouse in the remote countryside, which connects to both.
This is a very interesting location. Yes, this is definitely it. I think that this is a good place for us to do our session this evening.
Coming up,
I want you to tell me what you see.
the psychics travel back to the night Madeleine vanished.
A figure comes into the room.
And what they reveal
Carla?
changes everything.
Carla?
At an abandoned farmhouse just outside of Praia de Luz, Patrick sets up for the psychic's final reading. The location is just 3 miles from where Madeleine McCann disappeared and a possible stop along the abductor's escape route.
What I'm doing is placing 2 infrared video cameras on John, 2 of them on Carla. If we're using only one camera and we see an anomaly pass in front of the lens, it could be an insect, it could be a piece of debris blowing in the wind. If we have 2 cameras, we're actually able to converge them on one another. If it appears on both cameras, we may have a stronger case that it could be something paranormal in origin.
With the stage set, the team is ready to begin the final and most intense part of their investigation.
John? Carla, can you hear me? I want you to concentrate on May 3rd, 2007. Our target location is the Ocean Club in Praia de Luz. Our subject, Madeleine McCann. Carla, let's start at the beginning of the day. I want you to tell me what you see.
I'm seeing Madeleine playing and going down to the beach. I don't think there was anything out of the ordinary. I'm not picking up any feelings of foreboding, anxiety, or anything like that.
Everything is fine so far.
I think I want to move forward, though.
I want to see the significant thing. The perpetrator, I see him.
He's been following them for a couple of days now. He was cataloging what their day was.
I feel like he's watching her. He's observing her. The vibes that I get are not good.
He hears her laugh. He hears her laughing with her dad. He hears the laugh and he looks around and he sees it's her and he watches her for a little bit. If she didn't laugh, he would never have known she was there. It was the thing that made him pick her. He snapped off a cell phone photo. It's like he's making a call, but he's actually recording her. He looks like he's checking numbers or something.
This time seems to be suspended. I feel like he's just watching her. It's evening. I see the children being put to bed.
I see them sleeping.
The parents make sure they're asleep, and then they leave. There is a gathering of people.
Having a good time. They're here on holiday.
Everything is well at the moment.
I see him on the side of the building. I think that's where he did some surveillance to see if they were coming home.
Carla?
Yeah?
Do you see this on the graph?
Oh my God!
Yeah, a positive temperature spike of about 10 degrees. That's the only deviation that I've had all night. You can see these lines here. They're flat. Flat line, baseline. That's the only deviation away from baseline that I've had.
And obviously she's here.
The team presses on.
I hear the door opening. Somebody comes in to check on the children. A quick peek in at the children.
I think it was a glance and then a glance back, just making sure everything was okay.
I feel grave, grave danger. Slowly, a figure comes into the room. An intruder.
He's in the bedroom. He's staying quiet. He's just inching along the wall and he's just looking.
He seems to peer over to the side.
He's looking to see where they're all sleeping. Just being very quiet. He doesn't want to make a sound. He doesn't want to wake them. He doesn't want to wake the children.
Very deliberately, he picks her up. She's asleep. Oh, she's very deeply asleep.
Her knees are sort of lightly hanging.
And he walks out, backwards, out of the room. And then he turns, walking forward toward the gateway, holding her close.
He's just looking like he's carrying a sleeping child. And he's walking slow so he doesn't wake her. He's walking to his car.
And there are people walking by, and they see him. No one takes any notice. There's a car.
He opens the passenger side. He lays her in there where she's sort of in a fetal position.
She's in a fetal position. She's wrapped up just like this. He even puts the seatbelt around her. He's starting the car. The car is moving. And he's driving normally. I see tight, narrow streets are flashing by.
I see him driving. I see that drive that I took today. I'm taking the turns. I know where to turn right. I know where to turn left.
I'm going to be passing an exit, an O or an A, an O and an A in the sign. I seem to be swerving to my right. I think I've gotten off of this road.
It's an apartment of some sort. He lifts her the same way out of the car.
She's groggy and she sort of wakes up, but not really. It's as if she's really in a good sleep.
He carries her in. He secures her in the bedroom. He locks the door. It's early morning before she wakes up. She's shaking. She doesn't know where she is. She has no recollection of anything. She doesn't know what's going on. He comes in. It's weird. I just heard his voice for a second. Don't worry. Don't worry. Like that. Don't worry.
He tells her that he's a friend. I feel like he's just watching her. He's as if he's admiring how beautiful she is. Observing her up close is what gives him some sort of odd satisfaction. Time has just stopped now. I don't see any gruesome details of anything that he's done to her.
He's in there for a couple days with her. She's in the bedroom and she's locked in there. He's in the other room and he's watching TV. He's hearing the news about Madeleine missing and the whole thing. He's starting to get a little nervous, a little anxious. Now, news is flying, media is happening, police are everywhere, closing down borders.
He's in a state of high alert because he knows that at any moment he could be caught, he has to flee, that's a possibility. He can't very well give her back.
He's holding this hot child, you know, that's been all over the news. I mean, he's antsy. He's sitting in front of the TV. He's sweating. And she's become a liability. They're all looking for him. They're going to be looking for Madeleine. I mean, it's just like he's stuck.
He covered her mouth.
I see him taking the pillow. And he's not even looking when he's holding it down. He's not even he can't even look at it, and he just holds it down really tight over her nose and her mouth, and she struggles because he can't look while he's doing it. I see that he's got a really hard time looking at what he's doing, and he's killing her, taking her life.
I think that I just feel her going away very, quietly, like she can't breathe. She has gone of suffocation. Everything goes black there.
Both John and Carla have come to the same dark conclusion. Madeleine McCann is no longer alive. Next.
He put her in the trunk of the car.
The psychics have witnessed Madeleine's murder, but will a voice from the dead unmask her killer?
I think I've got one.
I got a V. Could be in his name.
John and Carla have experienced shocking visions of Madeleine McCann's death by suffocation. Now, Patrick will review the data from his EVP recording to see if any trace of her spirit remains.
This is EVP session number 1. Do you know the name of the people that took you away? Could you tell me a name? Could you tell me a name? Could you... Weird. I think I've got one. Could you tell me a name? I asked, could you tell me a name? And I hear what sounds like to me a voice with a bit of a British accent on it saying Steve or Stave. Could you tell me a name? Could you tell me a name? Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Convinced he's got evidence of paranormal activity, Patrick presses John and Carla to delve deeper into the mind of her murderer.
I can tell you he had remorse as he did it. He teared up. He didn't want to do it. He's not a killer.
The emotion that I felt in him was more of a shock, as if he shocked at himself for actually doing this.
He had to bury her. He had to bury the body. He put her in the trunk of the car.
I see the car starting as he's leaving. These bushes, trees are on both sides of me now as I go into this area. The car is stopped. He has to leave her here.
He buried her.
And he just drives away. He goes.
Working independently, both psychics see Madeleine being buried in a field, just like the ones found the previous day.
John, Carla, you've given us a wealth of information and details on this case that were otherwise unknown. Let's hit on some points to give to law enforcement. Carla, you mentioned that you saw an apartment. Can you elaborate on that?
It's almost like a motel. I think it's a furnished apartment. I think it belongs to somebody else.
Carla, is this in a desolate area?
It seems more city.
Could the rented rooms that drew in Carla yesterday be a scene for further investigation?
John, can you elaborate on any details of the vehicle?
I see a medium-sized to small car. I think it's silver, dark silver, and has some black in it. There seems to be some sort of permit or ID of some sort on the visor on the driver's side.
John, what is his motive?
He wanted to possess this child. I, with reservation, inclined to say he was a pedophile.
Can you describe his face?
He's shorter than me. I'm going to say 5'9". He has dark hair. It's either very dark brown or it's actually black hair.
Wavy, dark hair. It's thick and wavy and full. He's got facial hair.
Some 5 o'clock shadow. I don't think he's clean shaven. The nose seems to incline downward sharply.
His nose is bigger. He looks Middle Eastern, possibly Egyptian.
The chin seems low to me, and there's a definite line right here. The eyebrows are dark. They are medium-sized eyes. They are brown eyes. Probably a little bit older. I'm going to place him in an age field, 36 to 42, something like this. Got a flash of a shirt, and it seems like a blue button-up shirt. I think he's someone who works locally in some manual labor type of job. I think we should look around the area of the Ocean Club for who it is that was working there. Maybe a transient worker.
He has an accent where he rolls his R's. I see him saying, "Don't worry, don't worry."
When I thought about the man just now, I got AD or AV. Could be in his name.
D or save.
And another point that I have is, I don't know what this means. I very clearly saw C-O-L-E-G-O. I don't know if that's a name or if that's the name of a road. I have to include it because I saw it quite clearly just at this very moment.
Well, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and bring it in.
Okay.
By searching beyond earthly boundaries, the team hopes they have uncovered information that will lead to a break in the case and finally resolve this haunting mystery.
The people of Praia da Luz need closure. The people of Portugal need closure. But above all, the parents and relatives of Madeleine need closure, and anything that could bring any result at all has got to be worth following up.